you cool, I'm cool, you cool, I'm cool, you cool, I'm cool, we coolin' out. You cool, I'm cool, you cool, I'm cool, you cool, I'm cool, we coolin' out.
Yo, welcome back to Coolin' Out. We are back.
It's Kev.
And it's Rel. We got a good friend with us.
Dropped in on us.
Nigga, don't act nervous. Put the mic to your lips.
It's the brother Haas. Yeah, I was a big pause right there.
We got our good friend of the pod. Known him since college. Good boy.
Yeah.
My boy Hasan.
And this is long overdue, bro.
Very long overdue.
It's so surprising that you just like Kev hit me yesterday like, yo, Hasan coming through.
Yeah, Hasan
I was
hit
like,
me
oh, all right.
What am I doing tomorrow? I'm like, hey, I'm a professional.
Gotta get it
Got the
done.
pod to
You on the
do.
podcast
I was like, why not?
now. What's
Dropped
up,
in.
man?
Even though I went to the wrong location the first time.
You did.
It's okay. We had
Well,
another
but I
guest
made
that
it.
did
We
that,
made
and
it.
they ended up in Brooklyn. So
Yeah.
it
You
could
were
have been
closer.
way.
Yeah,
You scared me when you called me.
Better. Okay, that works.
Yeah, if you was
Well, when you put Manhattan underneath, I made sure the GPS said Manhattan on it.
Gotcha. So tell people a little bit about yourself real quick so they know who the hell's talking to them for the rest of this episode.
Fun going, down earth guy. I like to travel, like to have a good time, like to party a little bit. For the most part, I think I'm at the point in life where I'm really trying to fine tune like exactly where I want to be. So like that's where we're at. And
Tear jerk.
Changed man.
I
Not
hear
the
you.
same guy from college.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
That's
had a
for sure.
fire unofficial podcast.
Off wax.
Off wax.
If only
Maybe
you
one
coulda
day.
heard it.
Maybe one day.
If only
but
they
yeah,
could have heard
man.
it. Oh, man. But nah, so let's get into the sports talk.
Yeah, unless there's anything you go with sports.
Well, I just had my predictions for the NFL this weekend.
Ooh.
You want to lead with that?
Yeah, we're going to end with that.
End with that, yeah.
We're going to
You
end with
got
that
you,
because
got you.
that's
We got a big sports weekend coming up. Yeah, let's.
Kev going to owe me some money, so it's all good. We're gonna wait on that.
Okay,
We're going to go right into the NBA, though.
Okay, so what did you guys think about the release of those Nike sneakers that are premiering on? I think Jason Tatum, right? He's wearing those first, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Celtics players kicks.
The self-lacing kicks.
The self what?
Self-lacing
again?
kicks. Nike.
Oh, those
released the self-lacing.
I'm
kicks.
not
Is it
hip.
Michael J. Fox?
No, not the. This it's literally they have sneakers that lace up and hold tight towards the ankle with an app on your phone.
Oh,
What?
how much are
and
those?
I don't know. They just
Kev,
put out
you ain't buying them
they
shit.
literally
bro.
just-
You're right. They
Kev,
sound good though.
They put
You're
out
right.
They put out the teaser 2 days ago, and they had a whole bunch of players, men and women, sitting down and lacing them up. I'm like, whoa, I like these. Wow, and so you can do them individually.
I'm
It's
not
like,
buying
cool.
it. They sound too expensive,
But
and I'm going to scuff them.
I want to say there's probably still be $180.
Oh, I expected more.
So imagine.
But why would you want to
well,
lace your
they're both-
shoes up
they're-
with a knot?
Well, it's trying to take that evolution, that next step.
Some lazy shit.
That's true. I could just kneel
I
down and get
see-
that
I
done
see the point.
Some
for
lazy-
about 80.
But the joke,
Word.
the joke was, what happens if somebody hacks into their shoes mid-game and unlaces them?
That's a good point.
Or are you gonna have someone that has their? Because remember, players aren't allowed to have their phones on them during the game. So what happens? They lace up in the locker room. They come out. And they
angry
need to-
janitor.
Yeah, right.
Just
And they
rummage
need to
through.
readjust or something like that. That could be something that really plays into a factor into what happens with their
That's
equipment.
true. Because they about to interact live gambling. So you got one disgruntled janitor that got a line on the game.
They
and
can't
you
say
need a
good morning to me.
you need a
Right.
certain outcome.
And I want to say actually he's wearing them today. I think it's Jason Tatum wearing them today.
Okay, they
Well,
play
they
Toronto
suck,
tonight, so I guess I'll look at the highlights and.
well, we were
Try
just
to-
Don't
talking about
quote me on the player. Don't quote me on the player. I'm just saying.
We were
I mean,
just
it
talking
could
about
be.
the-
I don't know. I don't follow.
But
Speaking of the
it was a
Celtics.
Celtic that was wearing them. No, he was
Your
a-
boy, Kyrie.
Yeah,
That's your boy.
Yeah.
that's
boy.
That's not my boy like that.
Not like that.
Kyrie can ball. Uncle Drew, that's my guy.
The leader?
Yeah.
How you like the way he's leading this team?
Well, he made a statement earlier. He said that he should definitely control his emotions a little bit better, and he should not
Is this
come down on
after
his.
he was staring into space in the locker room?
I mean,
Backtrack.
this was also
Just curious. I don't
You
know
know,
these things.
a moment where he's now in a leadership role and he has to come into that. So I mean, the first time we all had that power, we didn't perform perfectly
Miss
either.
Braun.
So I mean,
Probably
essentially,
just like him.
he was like, I should maybe control that and not do it in a public space.
Mm.
So I think this was a learning experience. This is like
That's valid.
again his first year being healthy and like really being in that role. So
Said them young dudes, they ain't ready to win.
They're not ready
they
to
ain't
win.
got what it takes.
They don't got it.
right.
Horford been in the league, what, over a decade?
Horford older than him. Horford 31 years old.
Hayward, what,
But
8
we all
seasons,
know you got to keep that kind of business in the family. Like, we all had moments
Yeah, it's
where
not
we were
supposed to
growing
get
up.
out. That's the thing. It's not supposed to get out.
Your mom get on the phone telling what happened. I had to
I used
tear
to
that little
hate
boy
that
butt
shit.
up.
Yeah.
You know, you
I used
start,
to hate
damn,
that
mom, like,
shit.
really?
Yeah, you need to be a better leader.
My mom, before she got saved, she was like the call up everyone.
Man,
You
my
never
mom-
guess what I did to this little motherfucker in the house. Be bragging.
Right. I thought my mom was bipolar. My mom would literally beat the hell out of me and get on the phone. Hey, girl, what's going on?
Yeah, I'd be like,
I just tore him up real quick, you know.
Quick exercise.
Some light.
yeah, I'm gonna take the reins of this family when we get
Oh,
older.
stop crying if I do it again. That was the most confusing thing ever. When your parent was like, stop crying or I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
You just beat the hell
Yeah,
out of
my
me.
brain
There's
wasn't
no-
developed
there's
to
no
process
sorrow. Like,
these commands.
If you cry, I'm going to hit you again. That's the one I heard. What?
Outrageous.
Supposed to just process pain like it's
and
like
fear. Without tears.
with a smile though. Process pain and fear with a smile. Oh, that hurt.
But like throwing it back to the Celtics, I thought they were gonna be the number 1 seed. They have
Everyone
so
did.
much talent.
So much.
It's embarrassing.
I mean,
They're like 4th or 5th right now.
if you don't mesh chemically, if chemistry's not there,
Yeah.
any team can have a great roster.
Yeah.
Now, for example, Golden State wasn't working for a little bit.
That was never
They
serious.
weren't-
Yeah,
Well,
that wasn't for real.
But,
for real.
but there were moments where people were like, see, they're just not gelling correctly.
Not serious.
nah,
ones,
that was
though.
us reading too much
Yeah,
into it.
you wanted that to be.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely.
We were
But-
looking for it hard, and it just wasn't there. I mean, I think Golden State's problem is just more so they're just bored.
Sure.
Like they've gone to the finals the last 3 years now, and none of this.
4.
Last 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last 4 seasons, yes. So none of this really matters to them now. They're just like coasting along in the regular season. They've lost more games this season than they lost all of the last 2 seasons, not combined, but each. Like,
But they have exactly
and
what.
we're not even at the halfway mark through the season, and they're still number 1 in the West.
But that's the thing. They have experience. When you
Yeah.
have experience and growth and you've been here before, this isn't their first time there. This isn't their first time doing
They
it.
don't
They'll
let
we'll
you
figure it out.
They don't let you forget it.
They're going to figure it out. No
Someone
problem.
said pressure only happens to people who don't know what the hell they're doing, or pressure is something that you feel when you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
I heard that somewhere.
That's
today.
deep.
And I was like, oh, that's
True.
true, because when you have experience and you're in a situation that most people will consider to be stressful and they're feeling pressure, you don't, because
You can always just fall back
yeah,
on.
you've
I
experienced
did
it before
this.
and you
Right.
know what to do. You know how to handle it. I guess that's true, because they just like they don't give a damn about nothing.
That's why sometimes you learn more from a loss than a win.
And they still show when they really care. Like last night, they destroyed
Yeah,
Denver.
last night, like so. Denver was number 1 in the West. Golden State was number 2 in the West. Everyone, all over, I saw it all over all the sports media. Denver's a real legitimate contender this season.
Yeah.
You know, like they're gonna, even if they lost, they're gonna give Golden State a run for their money.
They came in with a that's cute game.
They like literally
turned up
turned it
on them.
on. Like literally 51 in the first quarter, set an NBA record. 51 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They won 149 to like 111,
Altitude. Damn.
and they in Denver's house.
In Denver.
Right.
They said what?
Hmm?
You niggas said what? You think you? But I that shit, it hurts my heart. But they're gonna win it all this year, and I'm gonna be sad about it. I'm gonna watch the playoffs all the way up until the finals.
You know, I'm actually not going to be sad about it. Because I think this might be one of the last years that they actually have that whole team together. Because those players are going to start
I need
winning
it
money.
to be the last.
They're going to start winning money. Clay's probably going to want to leave.
Nah,
You don't think Clay's going to leave to get money?
Clay
Clay's not going to leave to get
Every
money?
chance he get, he
Nah.
said he want to stay.
he strikes me as the type of dude that like will take a pay cut just to stay there. Cause like when he had an interview last year during the finals, and he was saying something like, I make a good enough amount of money, and I'm in a good place, I'm happy.
Sure.
Like, he's
'Cause
the
he
type
has
of dude that's
endorsements and
like
stuff outside of that as well. So
he's the type of dude that doesn't seem like 25 mil like really matters to him differently than
you don't
15
think
mil.
that max salary?
He
is
came
not
out and
gonna,
said
like,
that he would take over the life of his contract. The contract that he suggested would be $80 million less than what he could get on the open
his
market.
agent almost
his
fainted.
agent like literally redacted that shit quick the next day and like put out another statement like, well, the actual figures haven't been discussed. We'll get to it when we
It's
get to
legal
that point.
out there.
He
You
out
know
here
it.
talking crazy, just telling someone, yeah, this is my breaking point. You can leave $80 million off the table for me.
That's
Just for me to
insane.
stay. That's loyalty, though.
Just cause I ain't got that kind of loyalty. I like y'all niggas.
You got a finite amount of years. You done already racked up. Well, he got 3 rings.
Yeah.
He gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Well, he will have 3.
He's gonna.
No, they have 3
They
now.
have 3,
Yeah, I'm
him
tripping.
He has
KD got
3.
2.
He has 3.
Yeah.
Insane.
He's
How many
already
rings
good.
Can you get?
We gonna find out. Sadly.
Cause he goes somewhere else. Someone's gonna max him out if he goes somewhere.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. I don't think he gets a max in Golden State. He might get close too, but they also got to re-sign KD.
Mm-hmm.
The next year after
That's
that,
a priority.
KD's a priority.
Harry. He's the number 1.
Then the next year they gotta. I don't think they're gonna re-sign Draymond Green.
That's not a
I
priority.
think Boogie's leaving too. They're not gonna re-sign
A
Boogie.
report came out the other day. Boogie talking about he could.
We don't believe you.
You need more
You need more people. You need more people.
Well, it depends. Because what if Boogie comes back? He plays Friday, tomorrow. No, I mean this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look good. What if like this whole season? This is a prove it season. He doesn't look good, and he has to like re-sign for another like mid-level exception.
True. That's in play.
I mean, if you're gonna sign for that amount of money, regardless, I'd much rather sign for $5 million where I know I'm gonna win.
Sure.
Yeah. What's it been, a year since he tore his Achilles?
Less.
But I mean, he's already getting that ring that he wants this year.
Yeah, because he tore it.
So if he's already getting that ring this year,
he tore it the second to last game of the
he
season.
can leave for money next year.
He did?
It was like right before the playoffs. It was like April-ish.
Oh.
It was late when he tore it. I remember. Yeah. So not a year yet. 9 months, 10 months. Coming back pretty quickly.
The puzzling thing is that KD would want to leave.
Why is that puzzling?
Because if you stay, you can rack up as much rings as possible.
Right, but then he's always gonna have that little
Asterisk.
Well, I thought he didn't care.
on his shoulder.
He cares.
That's like he told us
you
he
definitely
don't care.
care.
Everyone,
You care.
people who tell you they don't care.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they always care.
They're the
You
ones who
moved
always
from your
care.
team to the best team in the league
Yeah.
to get a ring.
Yeah.
Now they're saying that that they assembled just to beat LeBron. It was like, all right, well,
Oh, that's not-
LeBron's
we
moving.
knew that.
Right.
I knew that from the
We knew
jump.
that.
But if you need to have 5 All-Stars on a team to beat one player because you're worried about one player, that's crazy. And that's what your legacy is going to be.
Unless he comes to the Knicks.
And does it on his own.
That is wild because he could beat LeBron like 3 more times in the final. Well, not a Western Conference Finals. It wouldn't mean a thing.
Yeah.
Still not better than him.
Yeah.
Well, in 3 seasons he might be.
That's because of age. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause LeBron's are. Speaking of LeBron, though, so what did he do? Strain his
Groin.
On Christmas Day. Yep.
Christmas Day. He been out since.
Yeah. And they haven't been playing well without
Put a
him.
tweet out, said that. What did he say? What was the exact quote?
He dodged the bullet.
Dodged the bullet. Be back soon or in no time.
What I read today.
3 weeks ago.
Rich Paul's agent said that if it was the playoffs, he would be playing.
Okay.
He's just being extra cautious.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be cautious to the point where they might fall out of the playoffs.
I don't think they would fall out of the playoffs.
Yeah, they 8 seed.
They got plenty of
You
of
ain't
time.
rushing. First of all, they in the West now, and every team is playing the way Western Conference teams should be
Sure.
playing now. The Spurs started off slow; they're playing well. Utah started off slow; they're playing well. It's not as
Only
jumbled up.
one team that's currently in the playoffs is getting back the best player in the game.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah,
and
but
they
listen,
did a
That's
lot better than
recharged
expected.
and refreshed.
Fully
Still
healed.
one
Fully
player.
healed. Would you rather?
I'm not saying like that, but that's what I'm saying though. In the West, right?
Uh-huh.
The Lakers already they play defense okay, but you got to stop teams that are putting up 120, 130 a night. Not just the Warriors, Portland, Houston, Denver. These are teams that are like scoring. Even the
Sure.
San Antonio Spurs are scoring now, and they can't stop nothing.
Well, let's play it this way, Jarrell. Would you rather risk your best player getting re-injured, if not hurt worse, midway through?
This is a hit on his legacy.
Again, what he said,
rather
what
they
Kev
miss
said
than
was
he
that if
injure
this was the
himself.
playoffs,
What? He's in the first year
If
of a
this was the
3-year
playoffs.
contract. There's no way I'm
Kev said
This
if
year
this
is a
is the
wash anyway. There's no way I'm
It's not a wash. They have potential this year.
Time out.
the Western Conference.
So if
maybe.
LeBron
Right.
don't make the playoffs this year, it ain't gonna be a hit on his legacy.
Maybe,
would.
but if I'm
It
thinking
would.
long term, I'm not rushing him back just so he just makes
Exactly.
the playoff.
I'd rather him play in the playoffs and be healthy for the playoffs
If they make
in
the
the back
playoffs.
run.
Yeah,
Than be
versus
hurt in
rushing
the
him
middle
back that
and getting him hurt. And
If they make the playoffs.
So you rather rush him back and
he
he
gets
gets
hurt
hurt in
again?
the playoffs?
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying he just missed the easiest portion of their schedule.
Not voluntarily.
But I'm saying now you come back and you got to deal with so now you come back and these are games.
Healthy though. Healthy.
Yeah, healthy. But instead of games that definitively you should win.
I'd
These are games
rather-
that you can lose now.
I'd rather him be there healthy.
What was he supposed to
than
do?
Play
That's-
these easy
that's how the
games.
and these were the playoffs he'd be
But
playing.
that-
Why even
Okay,
say that though?
so what if he did play half injured right now and they
He's
still
not half
lost?
injured.
Well, what if they still lost though?
That's the thing.
That-
Then
that'd
what?
be-
Then
and
what?
not 100%.
But that'd be more telling to LeBron.
Or his team. What?
No, him.
Him?
Yes, because you know what? He's. I already said this numerous times. He's my GOAT. Greatest of all time in my book forever. Lock it in, seal it, lick a stamp, mail it off. It ain't coming back.
100%.
But if I say that you are the GOAT, then I have to hold you to that standard. You can't come back and then you're losing. Even in the beginning of the season, I was talking shit because remember when they got off to that super slow start and like there were games where he could have closed out and he didn't, and he said that he was trying to let them figure it out themselves. I was like, no, that's bullshit because all these games matter, and him being the GOAT, you need to put the team on your back and take over.
Sure.
In the way that
Valid.
in the way that he takes over, not saying he needs to be like scoring nonstop, or doing any of that Jordan-esque type stuff, but like you need to be winning games. So if he comes back, if he would say he would have came back, they play tonight, 2 games before because he's scheduled to come back in 2 games.
Who they play tonight? Oh, it's the OKC one? Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, they play tomorrow, and then they have another game after that. They play OKC
Rockets
and
on
Rockets.
Saturday.
And then he's supposed
Then
to
the
come
Warriors
back
on Monday.
He's supposed to come back against the Warriors on Monday.
If you think he's ready, I want to see refresh Braun. He the best player. I want to see what he looks
You gonna
like.
rush him back for the
Nothing
Rockets?
simulates playing basketball like playing basketball.
Okay.
So you want to come back against even that's what I'm talking right there. The easiest part of their schedule is done. Now you playing the Thunder, the Rockets, and the Warriors back to back to back.
Which
So
are
like
all
So
strong
you want him to
teams.
sit out longer?
no. What
He's
I'm
not 100%.
No.
You want him
Listen
to
to what I'm
come
saying.
back?
Listen to what I'm saying. Yesterday they played.
He'd rather him come back for a team like the Thunder or the Rockets versus
But
come
if-
back
Or
for
come back yesterday against the Knicks.
He's not
Yeah.
100%.
Come back against the Knicks and play 20 minutes.
He's not
work yourself back
Okay,
into
so
it.
so
What
again,
is-
Kevin makes a good point. He's not 100%.
We don't know if he's not 100%. They just being extra
They're
cautious.
saying that if he was the playoffs, he'd be playing because he played through the injury, but it's not. So they want him to heal, right, Kev?
Yes.
Cool.
So you're saying that he should now come back.
me see
First you were saying that
You're
he
looking
should
at the
come back
Carfax.
sooner, but now you're saying that because tougher opponents are in the future, he should wait until those games are played and then come back after
No,
that?
I'm saying it because I don't have faith in their ability to just dominate the Western Conference the way they would need to. Like
What is their schedule after Golden State on Monday?
That's a good question. You want follow up, niggas? I don't like follow up questions.
Because when he left them on Christmas Day, they were the 4th seed.
And now they're
Now
the
they're
8th.
eighth. Now they're the
Tied for
eighth.
8th.
But everything's still jumbled, so why can't they get right back up?
That's very
Who's
true.
taking a leap that much?
Let's see. They got after the Warriors. They got the Timberwolves.
Okay.
Which is
Winnable.
that's not an easy. That's not an easy
None,
win.
nothing's easy in the West. But
Sun-
that's
the Suns-
definitely
the Suns-
winnable.
The Suns are easy win.
Winnable.
76ers.
Winnable.
This is-
That's gonna
no,
be
but
tough.
listen,
That's-
because-
They were
That
balling
was
out.
tough. That's
They
No,
was
but what
balling
I'm
out.
saying is like not something that's winnable is not a win. Like you know what I'm saying? Like not saying that it's not a win. Like for example, the Suns, that's hands down, that should be a win. Everything else is an actual real contest. The
That's the
Timberwolves.
West.
And that's my point.
The
The
Clippers.
Timberwolves.
That's my point. I want the best Braun to go up against the tough
They got the
competition.
Clippers and then the Warriors again.
They got the Sixers. They got the
They're not-
Sixers.
they're not beating the
Clippers,
Warriors again this
Warriors,
season.
Pacers, Celtics, Sixers. The Hawks is a break. Rockets, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Bucks.
That's tough. That's
So
tough.
if Braun come back next week like he's supposed to, they're not gonna end up in the playoffs. They gonna miss
That's
the
not
playoffs.
that's not what I'm saying.
I think they pull
that's
it
what
out,
it
I'm
though.
just
seems
saying,
like.
what I'm saying is that for the level of effort that LeBron would have to give for them to make the playoffs now,
I want him to be fully healthy
he
to
gonna
give
be
that
dusted.
effort.
He gonna be dusted in the playoffs.
Okay.
But you want him to come back even sooner when he's not fully rested
Exactly,
to make
and
that
play
Yes,
all the
effort?
yes,
and
because I
all the
want him to
minutes
come
that he's
back so
playing
they
right
can.
now.
I want him to come
That's-
back.
no.
No, I want
That's
him to
too
come
many-
back so they
that's
can
too
beat.
many-
I
he's
want him to
playing
put his
too many
best
minutes
foot
for him not to
forward.
be
I want him
100%.
to come back so they can beat the Cavaliers. I want him to come back so they can beat the Chicago Bulls, the 2 worst teams in the league. These are the 2 worst teams. These teams are tanking, and you can't beat them.
We don't disagree there. I learned a lot about this team.
You learned
Some
a
shit
lot.
I did not want to know. When I woke up and saw they lost to the Cavs, it wasn't even a surprise. Right.
Cavs were
I get it.
on a 13-game losing streak before they rolled into
They
LA.
lost to the Knicks.
I mean,
Lost to the Cavs. I get it. I want Braun to put his best foot forward.
And
If
be
he's not
healthy,
he has
so-
a daunting task ahead to put them back in the They shouldn't be in the 8th.
And he should
They're
be
eighth
100.
right now.
I don't want
but
them
he
to stay
needs
in
to be
the eighth
100% to do that, though.
Let me see how far behind
They
they
enter
are.
the playoffs and they're not facing the Warriors first round. I feel good about their chances to advance.
I will say this though.
because they got
After
Braun.
no, calm down. They're in 8th place. They're only separated from 3rd place, which is the Thunder, by 3 games.
How far back are they from first? 4?
6.5.
Okay, that's okay. Understood.
They're
How
not
about
getting,
second?
They're not getting first.
Third, you said is what? How about 4th? Just where they were. How far are they from
2
that?
games behind 4th.
Bruh.
But think about, you think the Rockets is about to go on a losing streak? The Trailblazers, the Clippers, the Spurs. These are not teams. And first of all, and think about this: the Jazz are playing better. The Kings are actually a winning team this year. The Timberwolves.
Could you tell me what LeBron's averaging this season?
I don't care about what LeBron's.
I'm just
average season
curious.
is. How many
I'm
games
just
he played
curious.
this season?
I'm curious.
He done missed. He on his Chris Paul shit now. They've been
Season
out.
started what? Mid-October?
Yep.
November, December.
You've been out. You've been
so
out.
he missed 3 weeks out of 3 months.
He about to be out a month essentially. Once
You just
count,
compare
once you count
LeBron.
this
One
week.
You
month.
compare LeBron. Has he
What's
missed
wrong
more
with-
time than Kawhi?
No.
With this season?
Yeah.
For a fact, yes.
How is it a fact? Because he missed it consecutively versus Kawhi, who doesn't play back to back. So you sure?
How many games is Kawhi? Let me see.
I'm
I'll
asking.
tell you
I don't
these niggas-
know.
I hate these fucking
These are just
follow-up questions.
things you got to ponder.
Niggas got me typing with one hand.
It may be something that looks worse because he's taking consecutive time off versus Kawhi.
Let me see.
And you don't look at him in the same
Niggas,
light. And I know who the better player is.
Let me see.
LeBron James.
Games
saying.
played. Kawhi played 35 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact LeBron ain't played no goddamn 35 games. Let me be certain though. 20. No, I'm tripping. 34. Oh shit. How's that possible? I don't like being wrong.
35 to 34.
Kawhi, what are you doing?
He's not playing back to back.
He ain't on my
Because they
fantasy
being
squad, so I don't care.
cautious. But his team is better. But
LeBron's also 34 years old now. He also didn't just sit out a whole season because of an injury.
But is he not playing some of his best ball?
Who, Bron? Of course he is.
Okay, then.
especially offensively.
Age should be a number. At this
what I'm
point in time
saying.
with sports medicine, age is not a factor.
Well, it is because it's not a factor, but he still has a limited amount of time left.
Sure.
At the end of this contract,
He wants to wait to
it'll
play
be
with his son.
towards the-
this run is already
Okay, so
unprecedented.
then does he
What
wait?
run?
that he's on.
Is he one day gonna play with his son?
That's what he
Play
said.
or play against him?
That's his hope. That's what he
Okay.
said.
Yeah, but I don't think Bron gonna be at this level when he play against his son in 5 years.
Probably
I
Jordan on
didn't
the
say
Wizards.
that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that.
Probably Jordan on the Wizards. That was still a good Jordan. People talk shit. He was still averaging
it's
20
still gonna
points
be
a
a
He
game.
good
gonna be better
Bron.
than that. He gonna be better than that.
It's still gonna be a good Bron.
22 point score, about 45 from the field.
At age 39,
I don't know. He gonna be better.
with all the weight that he has on his back,
What year is this? Year 16?
Yeah.
This is the best year 16 ever.
of course it is. But add 4 more seasons of carrying a team on your back.
He only carrying one more. Help is on the way.
Who?
Come on.
That's a good
You
question.
talking about
Who?
AD?
Rich Paul's other client.
AD?
Yeah.
He ain't a free agent.
That's okay.
They making room for him though.
They
He
gonna
ain't a free
offer
agent.
him a max contract in the summer. Do you think Anthony Davis is gonna take that super max contract in the summer?
No. And
So if you were the franchise, what would that make you think?
we gonna hold on to him for another season.
And lose him for nothing?
I would.
I would think they would want to trade him for something
Why would they help out the Lakers? Why would you want to help out someone who's a Western part?
because
Western
Lakers have
Conference
good young talent.
Yeah, they have
Good
legit
young
things to send
talent.
back.
I'll trade with Boston before I trade with the Lakers. That's great young talent.
Yeah, they could do that. After the season, yeah, they could do that.
Hmm?
I agree. Hey, man.
Either way, it's a win for him.
Oh, but the bad thing about Boston, because of the Rose rule, if Boston acquired Anthony Davis, they would have to trade Kyrie Irving.
Before the summer.
No, period.
No. Because he's a designated player or whatnot, so they can't have two of those same players. But if they redo Kyrie's, like Kyrie opts out and they redo his contract,
That's
then
way
they
that's
can
the way
trade-
around it.
Yeah.
No,
It's
he would
'cause-
still be a designated player, wouldn't he? Because he would be.
No, they traded and inherited this Kyrie from Cleveland. who was a
Yes, yes,
designated
yes,
player.
yes.
So if they scrap or like
The
he
original
opts
contract,
out, and it signs a new one, yeah. That's the way I read it. Yeah.
Sneaky, man.
And then they can, Anthony Davis.
Snakes.
but That's not
That's not going.
If there's a will, there's a way.
What if
LeBron not missing the playoffs?
What if Anthony Davis signed with Golden State or got traded to Golden
I'd
State?
be sick. I'd be sick. I'd stop watching basketball altogether. It would make no sense.
Gazy ass fans in Oakland that love showing
It
up.
make
now.
no sense.
That's why they moving to San Fran because they don't love y'all.
Bay Area.
He talking spicy over here.
Hey man, the owners did that. Lake up in the.
Oh my God.
That
But
would
yeah,
that would be annoying.
Bron's not missing the playoffs, but if he did, just remember this day. This is
All
the
right.
reason why they missed it.
I'm just saying.
Then I can live with that. If you're not ready, you're not ready.
If he misses the playoffs, that's not going to be a good look.
What's the worst look is
But
you,
the only- but look-
you get an injury.
But let me tell you why it's not a
Injury
good
written
look.
in the first year of your 4-year contract is
Uh-huh.
the worst look.
That's Chris Paul.
I know his history. There's levels to this.
But listen, it would be a worse look if they don't make the playoffs because now, say Bron comes back Monday or whenever he's coming back, there's still, as we saw, there's not that much of a gap between 3rd and 8th where they are.
Yeah.
So that means these niggas really have had to have just been losing games for him to not make the
That's a
playoffs.
fact.
That would be a terrible look for Bron.
Right.
Ye of little faith.
I have a lot of
LeBron,
faith.
Raymond James.
I'm just born on December 30th, 1984.
Gloria James. Son of Gloria James.
Born on December 30th, 1984.
Friend of Rich Maverick.
Oh man.
I don't doubt him. I'm just saying, if they don't make the playoffs, it just won't be a good look.
They getting Rondo back too, whatever that means.
That means nothing.
What?
He helped them win that game. after Bron went
Rondo was
out.
putting up.
You know who's trash? He is putting up, but he can't shoot. They have no shooters.
Your playmaker.
And Lonzo Ball.
Oh, don't mention
They gonna
him.
regret drafting him number 2.
You think so?
He's
I
not
think
that
He don't
Lonzo's
show
been
up.
doing his thing.
It's hit
He's
or
had
miss.
moments where
doing his thing is like
he's
averaging
real,
like 7 points.
but he has had moments where he's made other players. He's a facilitator. He makes other players on the field
No, he
better.
definitely has his flashes, but
Right.
then there'll be one whole game he just show up and hit you with 2 points.
This boy
I
PER is
know.
11.72. We ain't doing it.
Big baller.
Number 2 draft.
Nah,
pick.
he can go.
Okay.
Ingram can go.
So
Untouchable.
for you,
Nah,
saying,
Ingram can't go.
you
Remember
talking,
last
you talking about
summer?
the 2 points though. Remember when Derek Fisher was averaging? I think it was 0.5.
Who?
Wasn't Derek Fisher 1 year? Was Derek Fisher not at
Nah, he got Gloria Govan. He good.
when they were playing great with Kobe? He just needed him to pass to be a facilitator, and he filled this role.
He could hit threes though.
I wanna
Derek
say
Fisher wasn't
he
drafted
could-
number
he
2
could- he
overall.
could-
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a.
I don't know when
fact.
he was drafted, but he was drafted number 2.
But sometimes you need those players on the field on the court to play their role. Period.
we ain't drafted
Yeah,
number
role-
2 overall to play a role. Yeah, I mean everyone has to play a role around LeBron.
Right.
Some of that role involves shooting.
Yeah, shooting,
And I don't
scoring,
see
being
it.
aggressive.
All right, but has his percentage not gone up since last year?
I mean,
he
he was
has
shooting like
improved.
17%.
I mean,
It was only you know
there's
where you
been
can go.
When you in the
improvements.
basement, yeah. Nowhere
You
but
gotta
But there's
scratch
been
your claw
improvements,
somewhere
though.
or you die. You gotta go somewhere.
All right.
No,
but
he is
remember,
improving.
remember, Steph Curry still had shaky ankles his second year.
That's true.
He
Steph
was
wasn't-
injury riddled. Yeah.
Sure, but Steph wasn't Steph.
Yeah,
Where
that's
he's
true.
right
No
now.
one saw what
That's
he was.
true. But it wasn't an
They
effort
still
thing.
doubted him.
It wasn't an effort thing.
Sure.
But yeah, they did.
And look at him now.
True.
You got a lot of faith in Lonzo
That's
Ball.
good.
I'm just saying.
So does Kev. Kev drafted.
I got
No,
I got belief in
I
Magic. I
lost
think
that
Magic
bet.
knows what he's doing, and he sees something. So he obviously has a huge IQ when it comes to basketball. So
Who,
he knows.
Magic?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan has a good basketball acumen.
The GOAT,
And
Bron
Hornets-
said
and the
it as
Hornets
well.
Suck.
Yeah.
The Hornets have never been.
So you
good.
gonna
He wanted
see
to
you gonna
trade
see here
Kimba.
you gonna see here and go against what Bron's saying? Bron's saying he likes what he sees.
He ain't got no choice.
I mean,
Oh,
dirty
stop
little
it.
secret. Braun track
Why they-
record. Braun track record. I hate
What's Bron?
saying it.
Bron Shabazz
I
Napier.
mean, come on now. I think the only one he hit was like he said prime Kevin Love would be fun to play with. I
Wait,
mean,
it was Shabazz Napier. What was the
I mean-
other one that they had? Mario Chalmers.
He kept with James Jones with him.
Norris Cole.
Norris Cole. Mike
Boogie.
Miller.
He
Boogie.
swore up and down by these dudes.
Now Booby, he kept Booby with him too.
Yeah. Mo Williams. Come on.
I
Hey,
mean,
This nigga, I think Bron did this on purpose.
Mo had moments.
He wanted to make his life harder, so if the legacy would just be like, he was riding with Booby Gibson. Yeah, but I mean, they'll make the playoffs. I got faith in LeBron, Raymond James.
I just don't see them making the finals at all.
Oh, no.
Not
If
with
they
Golden
do,
State.
I was telling Kevin this last episode, I think. But if they win the championship this year,
You can't argue.
there's
At all.
nothing to say. Like LeBron could literally retire after, and I'd be like, yo, you walk away as literally the greatest of all time. With this team, it means he'd have to overcome, and I mean like not like someone else knocking off the Warriors, like them going through the Warriors, and then whoever comes out the East, which is probably gonna be like Toronto or Milwaukee or Boston, which is all gonna be three very difficult teams.
You don't think Philly could do it?
Nah.
His boy Butler's just a nuisance.
Yeah.
Did he not go off the other night?
For 18?
But he also is going off behind the scenes.
That's very true.
That's my boy, though.
That's T.O. in the locker room.
Again? Nah. You re-sign him? He acting like this, and he's going to be a free agent. You re-sign him or you trade him?
Re-sign him.
I'm taking calls at least.
Who you going to replace?
I'm taking calls. I'm seeing what people saying.
You're not going to get equal value for him. Right now, you potentially have one superstar and two all-stars. Ben Simmons, I think, eventually will grow to a superstar.
Well, if he drives Ben crazy and Ben wants to leave.
If they all in contract seasons, they all under contract, figure that shit out. I think NBA teams are too soft nowadays. It'd be like letting these players boss them around and like, I don't want to be here anymore. Oh, yeah?
Come again?
Huh? You gonna play like this 27 minutes? Nah, let me stop saying like that. That's that NFL mindset shit where it's like, but also like real talk though, just because like I also think that sometimes for places he doesn't want to be there, you don't have to always acquiesce immediately if they're unhappy. Like the Kawhi situation, they tried. Like you could see that they tried. He flew out to California, all that shit. He just wasn't with it. Let him go.
Right.
But some other people, like some other teams, I don't have an example off the top of my head, but like I'm not happy here. All right, well let's see what's on the market for you. If you're unhappy, you don't want to be here, then I don't want you here.
Well, the thing is when these players do it though, because they know I'm about to be an expiring contract. So then you call the organization's bluff, which is like, if I keep you, I just lose this marquee player for nothing.
There's only so many stars in the NBA, though.
Exactly, which is why I know for a fact I'm gonna get something for you.
I mean, talking about calling people's bluffs. I mean, we could look at Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
that bluff was called.
He a real one.
He won that. They make the playoffs.
He left $14 million on the table.
You don't think he'll get more in his next contract?
Kev. You don't think he'll get more?
You don't think he'll get more?
Couldn't even fathom the thought. I mean, I think so.
I think he'll get the contract he was looking for.
Yeah, but you still
at what
sacrificed $14 million. I think it was worth it.
I think it's worth
it
for
his sanity, as we were talking about off wax, But I think it's worth it. Like if you don't feel valued, why be somewhere where you feel like they don't really value you?
Sure.
And I imagine the Steelers' plan was to run him into the ground, knowing that they weren't going to re-sign him after the season.
He get hurt or something, and then then
that's real.
Wash goods, but $14 million.
That's a lot. That's a big pill to swallow.
That'd be your last. He could lock himself down in a long-term contract versus. They take everything good left in you.
That's true. We'll have to see how.
That's true.
Hindsight's always 20/20. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20 because like if he signs a long-term contract and then he ends up getting hurt or some shit like that, he doesn't live up to it. Then we're gonna say, oh, he should have took. No,
but if he got, it depends how much his guarantees are.
Yeah, but if he's not a hot commodity on the market and no one wants to give him a long-term contract because he's 27 years old, they will be like, oh, you see, you should have took the $14 million. You
don't think he'll get it?
He'll get it. That's a lot of money to leave on the table.
I agree. You gotta bet on yourself.
He must have invested the shit out of his paychecks.
That's a real one. I mean, yeah.
14 million.
That's a lot to leave out, though.
I agree. Takes a strong man.
I mean, that shows more of his character, though. The fact that he was willing to stand by what he said.
That's a fact.
And not budge.
Because
how many of us would have actually done that?
That's true. And what
you
his
niggas
career
could buy me. I got a price.
What are his career earnings?
I don't care.
He about to have you doing research the whole episode.
Right. It's okay.
Keep making me do research.
Do you know off the top of your head how long you been in the league?
I was just going to ignore this nigga, but he looked me right in my eyes and kept asking. God damn, Kev. He's made About $16 million.
Oh Jesus!
Right.
That's
So for taxes.
yeah. I'm with y'all.
14 was so 14 was a lot.
No, 400,000, 500,000, 687,000, 853,000, and then last year
was 12.
2017, he played on the first franchise tag, and that's when he made the $12 million. And then they tried to franchise tag him again for the 14
so
million.
leaving 14 out is a lot.
So maybe that,
right
unless he probably like that 12, he probably saved that bitch up well and invested it, because he probably knew they probably wouldn't try to franchise tag him again, and he probably already knew then, like, hey, if you try to franchise tag me again, I'm gonna sit out.
Look, ain't nobody as frugal as Marshawn, dog. That's all I got to say.
16 mil. Nah, I mean, if you made 16 mil, if you invested it wisely, you know, you could leave some money on the table. You bet on yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, I was saying some people.
Yeah.
I don't think Le'Veon did that.
I mean, I think it depends. It depends on how, like, adamant I am about, like, you know, the issue.
But you saw the lifestyle he was living as well.
That's
He was
all-
out there
That's all
for a little
though.
bit.
These niggas don't. Yeah.
They get paid for those appearances on most occasions.
But I think a lot. It depends. Some athletes do. Some athletes don't. But
It
I've
just
learned
depends on
the
if he was
more
taking care of
the more
people.
money you have, people just give you shit.
It also depends on how many people he was trying to take care of.
That's true. That's a common issue in the black community. I ain't even got laid. No, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Make a nigga cry. But yeah, I mean, I hope he ain't.
Cried enough beforehand.
Yeah, we'll see what his future brings for him.
He just needs to come ready to play next year and literally in the best shape of his life.
Or he can just get his guaranteed money and say fuck it.
Yeah.
Get fat.
Seen that? Eddie Lacy did that.
Oh my God.
Jamarcus Russell. Oh my God, he didn't give a fuck. He got that $30 million up front.
Ate
That was
himself.
it.
Nigga said, "We good. I can live off this forever."
You can't live off 30 forever.
You can if you invest it wisely. Put some of it in.
Okay, you could. I don't think that's going to last your family, etc.
Depends.
You think so?
Depends on the lifestyle you live. If you
That's
take,
true.
you take $10 million, put it in an account where would it be a bond or a CD? I think it's a bond. You purchase bonds with it, $10 million, where they pay you a annual interest every year off of the principal, and they hold the principal for a certain amount of years. Say you agree to a 10% interest rate, which you probably won't get nowadays because that's too high. 5%, $10 million, $500,000. They give you $500,000 every single year off that $10 million.
Yeah.
You can live off that.
That's fair. Good point.
And at the end of it, you still get your $10 million back. Live off that. There's ways to do it.
That's if you're not trying to live a
you
lavish
have
all-star
to be
lifestyle.
financially literate to do these things. But there's ways to. You gotta live within reason. I think $500,000 a year. You can live within reason with that.
You better be wearing Wranglers.
I think my kids won't starve.
Wranglers and New Balances.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta. Wranglers and New Balances.
Get on my Kawhi shit. Remember that, yo?
He said nah.
He was gonna kill Lowry.
you crazy.
No, he said you stupid.
He said Burberry. You stupid.
You stupid.
Nah, there's New Balance.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Yo,
Stupid.
you can tell something going on with that laugh, dog.
You stupid. This ain't Burberry. This New Balance.
I'm a fun guy.
You know how much? When you see someone like that, you know how much money Kawhi Leonard probably saves? Probably has stashed.
Tons.
This nigga driving around a '97 Tahoe.
Let's put it this
That's when
way.
you take it too far.
He learned from the best. He learned from Tim Duncan.
You know how much
That's true.
bread he about to
Tim
get
Duncan
on
used
his
to come with
next
that
contract?
that tinfoil plate in his hand. His wife sent him to work with.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan
Tim
was one of
wasn't
the
playing.
tackiest
Stroll
niggas I
in
ever
with the
seen.
big
wasn't
off the
playing.
big and tall line.
Mhm.
Bruh.
Tim was not playing.
Tim Duncan
Tim was saving that money.
shopped at Burlington Coat Factory like a motherfucker. All of his outfits were just like from the big and tall section.
Saving his money.
The
Some
baggy ass
nasty
Hawaiian
fits.
shirts.
Oh my god! And the jeans.
That's when you stop caring, dog.
Like two kids in there.
Yeah,
At this point, who you got to impress?
Yourself.
Yeah.
You still got to care about
you
you.
see- but you
Tim was happily married. He was playing his,
but
he was
you
playing
see-
his
time
game.
out.
He had
You
his
see
lane.
now, you see now he got divorced and he dating that young girl though.
Um,
All his clothes fit. Niggas, She's making us spend that money now.
I bet you he looking at his bank account like.
Oh, he probably damn sure when she go back to his wife. She ain't never made me spend like
every
this.
Every time he make a purchase, he's probably sweating.
He like, you love shopping, don't you? Got him a young thing. Fucked his whole life up. He look happy. Nigga look a little. Remember his MVP picture with David Stern?
Oh my god.
This nigga had on.
You gotta pull it up. You gotta pull it up.
He had on a big ass red polo shirt.
No.
Some denim shorts.
Oh no.
Some denim shorts and some open toe Birkenstocks.
With ashy feet. Lotion was not a problem.
This is his official MVP picture.
Kev, look at
Nigga didn't even have the courtesy to wear a suit.
Bruh. Why you snapping on this man like that, dog?
The toes out. He didn't give a fuck.
Let him be great.
Oh my god. Look at these. Oh my god. You can get over this nigga.
He one
One of the best power forwards ever. Crazy though. This nigga really had on the open toes.
That's wild.
My god.
Ooh, I'm getting hot.
Had not a care in the world. That's how you know. That's how you know he's dangerous. When you don't care,
Yeah, I be seeing
man, they got nothing to lose.
That's great.
He said, "What are socks?" Okay.
this nigga just show up.
Take my Jesus sandals.
Speaking of greatness, this Sunday got a doubleheader ahead of us.
Tom.
I think Tom got it. I think they pull it out.
I bet against this nigga last week.
Oh, you should never done it.
Regret it.
Should never done
I'm
it.
Do it again.
I won 500. I
I'm
won
doing
500
it
last
again.
week. I
Now.
knew it was
I
coming.
can live my life on the
I
edge.
knew it.
I'm throwing it all.
I'm fucking.
all on red.
Word.
I lost my house last
You
week.
should have
betting
never
on
done.
the
Should have
nigga.
never done it. Should
I'm
never
about to
done
lose
it,
the kids'
dog.
college fund. Fuck it.
Oh, you.
I'm going all in on this
All
nigga.
in.
No.
I'll take that bet.
It's just, I'm not gonna lie. Every
This
article
comes down to
it.
experience, coaching.
Andy
and
Reid's a great
just play.
coach.
Yeah, he just got a little time management issues.
Yeah,
You know
a
what he got on
little.
his side now? He got talent.
That nigga Mahomes, Tyreek Hill,
Mahomes,
One of the
Travis
most
Kelce.
talented players that's
Sure.
ever played the quarterback position.
Bro.
The throws he can make,
Yep.
he can escape the
That
pocket.
sidearm is crazy.
Bro, this nigga.
The variety of
this
impossible
nigga-
throws.
First of all, he threw the side.
Right.
And then before the dude caught it, Mahomes was just looking at his hand.
I would too.
I was
Like,
he's like, oh, how the fuck? He literally was like, and they showed that shit in slow mo. The dude didn't even catch it yet, and Mahomes was already looking at his hand.
Angels in the outfield.
I'm like, yo, this nigga is wild. But it's supposed to be 6 degrees out there.
I did
They not
see
used to that. They not used to that.
Kansas City might be.
No, yeah, they
They play out there. It's cold out there in Kansas City.
I mean, they were scared of that snow.
But
you
you
saw how
know-
quick they cleared that field?
Oh, they come on. They
But you
lit
know-
the coast up.
You know, what Tom Brady 41 now?
Yeah.
You know, the older you get, the cold
Bro,
don't
he
work.
is
Don't.
he is
gonna
he
lie.
is
He
playing
looks-
he is playing his
He
best
looks good.
ball.
Phenomenal.
No, of course
He's
he looks
playing
good.
his best ball. Did you see the
But-
documentary?
Tom versus
That
Tom.
man,
I
that
ain't
man, that
got
man.
Watch that shit.
I watched it.
Damn, bro.
That
corny,
man,
man.
that
I ain't
man,
got
that
time
man
for
is
that
putting so much work in just
No,
to
all
be
that
prepared.
pliability
I
shit.
should have known though when he was like he stayed up all night prepared. No, all week. There's not enough hours in the day to prepare for the Chargers.
Listen.
Him popping up with many men in the background
You
scared
see
me.
that video on IG?
It's
Fucking
like, oh,
corny.
Tom done lost.
He got
it,
the
though.
double tap on that one.
He's first of all, he's great. He's phenomenal. He looks great. He doesn't look like I'm not gonna say. Well, I see like little like slight signs of slippage in his
Sure.
game.
Against the
but
Chargers,
still,
he looked phenomenal.
Still phenomenal. Still at the top of his game. All of that shit. But it's
no
cold
but. There's no
outside.
but.
when you
That-
cold,
There's no
Belichick
but.
though
There's
has had
no
a
but.
week.
no, I don't care how much pliability you got.
There's
Well,
no
Belly got the
but.
coach though. Belichick got a week to hone in. I'm with you, but I'm
If
scared.
they can stop the Patriots run game
But
and
they
just
suck
shut
on
it
the
and
road.
just shut it down,
That's what we got.
if
They
they can
suck on
just
the
shut
road.
if they can
God
just
forgive
shut it down, they got a solid chance. But if they get that run game going like they did last week,
I got some conflicts here. But the Patriots defense
yeah,
cannot stop
sure,
the Chiefs
sure.
offense.
But look at the time management they had last week. How much of the clock they ate up?
You ain't
Each
doing that to the
series.
Chiefs.
You don't know that.
You ain't doing
We
that.
don't know.
Yeah, the
They said,
Chargers
they
came out
said the
with
same thing about the
Chargers
Chargers.
came out with the wrong defense.
Said the same thing with
They
the
tried to do
Chargers.
the same thing to the
And
Pats
even-
that they did to the
even-
Raiders.
They're not gonna do the same thing
No,
twice.
but
That's-
even if they do that, the Patriots can win time of possession. The Chiefs can still win the game.
That's
Because
very
the Chiefs
true.
can score like this.
That's very, very true.
So quick.
Because Hill's a savage.
Tyreek Hill has has a 75-yard passing TD or longer in the past 3 games.
Savage. Crazy.
It's gonna be a great game.
They can literally score like this one play. All right, yeah. And Patrick Mahomes can just launch that bitch.
He can.
It's the length of the field. It's not even fair. I don't know how far you can throw it when it's cold as fuck out there though.
That's true. I have to look up what's the coldest game he's played in.
It's gonna be.
Can we look it up? Can we look that up?
No, I didn't say that for you. No, I
know you did.
I wasn't saying that for you to look it up.
I think I need.
I was just gonna know it.
I see the Pats winning, and I see the Rams beating the Saints.
Coldest.
I agree with you on that. I do see the Rams avenging that low. I do see them winning.
I see the Rams.
I see both
going
coming
off.
back for revenge. I see the Chiefs getting their win. And I see the Rams getting.
I mean, I was just so happy when the Eagles lost last week.
I would assume this would be the
I was
coldest
happy when
one.
the Cowboys.
Oh
lost.
man, when the Eagles lost, I was jumping for joy.
Yeah, I
You
think
couldn't
this would
tell
be
me nothing when the Eagles lost.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the coldest one. The headline already says from USA Today it could be one of the NFL's coldest games. So I doubt they played in any game colder than this.
I mean, and the Pats are like known to play in the cold.
Yeah, they prepare.
So this is their element.
It'll be less than 10 degrees at kickoff.
That's crazy how warm it's going to be when I'm watching that game.
When they fly out to practice on that field.
But what's the weather in Kansas? Is it that? Actually, yeah, 6 degrees is wild. It don't matter what you're used to. Ain't nowhere here. It ain't in Minnesota.
Nah.
6
6 degrees
degrees
is wild, yeah.
I mean, man,
That's when you- that's what-
Minnesota's worse than that sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
-16.
No, I'm not saying. Yeah, that's what my point.
6 degrees
like,
is when you walk to the tunnel and like,
I don't
damn,
know.
we gotta really do this.
I don't know what the weather's like in
That's
Kansas.
when you ask the coach not to put you in. He's like,
Yeah, that's when you by the tunnel like, all right, guys, nah, not yet. Let's wait.
They live for this.
We still got 15 more minutes.
They do live for this, but they suck on the road this season.
Yes, that's very true.
That's a very factual statement. But if they have a good game from Edelman, Gronk, Sony Michel, it's possible.
50 tubs.
What we gonna do about the 50 tubs? What we gonna do about that?
50 tubs, 50,000 yards, MVP.
The Patriots beat them during the season, though, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they
by
did
3.
by 3 points.
At home.
But that's when he didn't have much
threw
experience.
2 interceptions.
He didn't
Still
have much
had 110
experience.
quarterback rating.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen like
The
that.
50 tubs, though.
You don't know
Yeah,
that.
He invited Tom and
They
Bill to
said
his
the
house.
same. They
That's
said
the
the
MVP
same.
of the
Coming to my
season.
house
They said the
now.
same thing before
Andy
last
and Pat
week.
are having them by.
Patri-
The
what's that
Patriots
dude?
have heard it week by week now.
What's that running back that
You don't
replaced
think
Kareem
Mahomes
Hunt?
has heard it?
Damian something? He went off.
Who?
Damian something, the running back for the Chiefs now. Damian something. Damian Williams, I think. He went off for 168 against the Colts last week.
I mean, we all have seen teams that have those breakout players when they're not scouted. For example, when
Patriots
the
ain't scouted
Patriots.
in 1 week.
That's true.
1 week.
It's hard to scout that.
You can scout Tyreek.
I mean, it's Bill.
There's
though.
nothing you can do to stop him.
I don't
They're
know.
always ready for
It's
whatever.
frightening, though. When it's Bill Belichick scouting you,
Best coach,
That's
best coach.
concern.
Tyreek Hill is just too fast. And Travis Kelce is a monster. He's the best tight end in
Okay,
the
so
league.
I agree with all of it. I could also see myself watching this game like, damn.
And
How are they doing this?
And some great word,
Yeah.
right? And somehow the Chiefs only got 10 points.
In the fourth quarter.
It's like 13 to 10.
We can put a
It's like,
smooth.
what the
We can
fuck?
put a smooth 50 on it if you need to.
Who?
I'll take the pass on. I'll put a smooth
How
50 on the
much?
Pats.
Nah, that's too many points. 50 points.
I got your number. We could talk. I just gotta think on it a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, ponder on that.
Give me till Saturday.
Gotcha.
I have an
See
answer
if I-
well
see
before
if I
the
can
game.
change your heart.
Got you.
If I see some more videos of Tom Brady on IG stretching or some shit, I'm gonna be with the pliability.
Nah, it's crazy. Like have you seen him actually do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's no way
Bro,
hell. Like
he's like working, man. He like wiggles his leg and the dude just going in. It's crazy.
he has no muscle,
At all.
none.
Still greatness.
I mean, you don't really need to be muscular to play quarterback.
It's all form and literally just fundamentals.
It says the more muscle you have, the easier it is to tear it because your muscle's so tight from working out.
Who said that?
Tom Brady.
Hmm.
That's what
That's
pliability.
your team,
I know.
right?
That's what pliability is all
That's your
about,
team.
though.
I never heard him say that though.
No, I
the more
promise
muscle you
that.
have, the easier it is to tear it.
No, I'm just asking. Pat
No,
said
not the
your
more
team.
muscle you
That's
have,
my guys.
because you're lifting so much weight, you're like straining your muscle.
That is very true.
So that's why, like, it's, when you
Takes
out
more
there,
time
it's
to
easier
heal.
for you to get injured because it's like your muscles are so worked up. Whereas him, that's why he does deal more with stretching and
Got you.
pliability because he doesn't worry about like getting hit. Plus, with that dad bod, niggas just bouncing off of him. I want this nigga to lose.
I just know like
Start talking about a nigga body. You
if
know,
you
a nigga
remember,
just
if
looking
you
for
remember
anything.
like the Saints and Eagles game, though, all those injuries that those players that went through, what are the injuries like on the Chiefs? Are they all healthy? Because to my knowledge,
No one's healthy at this point. No one's healthy. No one's all the way healthy. It's the playoffs.
Because that's why the Eagles lost. They didn't have that pass rush anymore.
Yeah, but
you go up 14-0 in the first quarter.
I'm about to go back and watch some film. See how impressive the Chiefs actually
I think
were.
it was the whole right side was like on defense. The whole right side was injured.
It's the playoffs now, though.
So that's real.
I gotta see who they face. Yeah,
This is the playoffs now. Niggas ain't taking no plays off. What 50 tubs though?
look, man.
What? So wait.
You don't get a text around 10 o'clock.
So if the Chiefs,
10 p.m.
What if the Chiefs spank the Patriots?
Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m.
Does Tom Brady legacy take a hit?
No.
Not at all.
If he gets spanked?
Not at all.
Did you watch that game with the Falcons where he came
Not
back
one
in
bit.
the Super Bowl and won?
No, I'm saying if they get spanked, like they lose.
They
Like
do
so
not. He does
Nothing can
not.
happen to my
Nothing
legacy after that.
at all.
I came back and
that's not his fault. That's not all on him though.
He was down 2 scores twice. They came back
That's
twice.
not all on him.
No,
Came back twice and won.
There has to be like
We give this nigga too much credit.
How?
That's not all him.
I'm not even-
The Falcons started playing conservative. They were not trying to score anymore. Yes, he
They
did.
played stupid.
This is
They
wild.
should have ran the ball.
This is wild.
No, it's not.
How many
Listen,
dropbacks did they take? And then they fumbled. And
but
then
no,
they
but
recovered.
that's
And
what
then they
I'm-
recovered
no, I know,
for a
but
score.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if the Falcons would have stuck to their game
They should
plan
just
and
kept
actually
running the
played
ball. If they just
smarter,
ran-
then there wouldn't have been no opportunity for Tom Brady to do what he
If Tom
did.
throws 10 interceptions on Sunday, his legacy takes no hit, in my opinion.
At all.
Wow.
At all. I
That's
don't
a
think
lot.
He's been to
no
8
way.
Super Bowls.
You always take a
He's been
hit.
to like the last 12 AFC games.
What have you done for me lately?
No.
If you go out there and stank it up
More
and you
than
do-
anybody else in the league has.
5? You think that's all? Listen. Football is not basketball. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Football is not like basketball. Football is like the ultimate team sport.
Mm-hmm.
People give him way too much credit for these 5 Super Bowl
Those
rings.
throws, it was proof when he got suspended and those backups had to come in.
When he got suspended, those back came in and they went 10-6.
Maybe the first 3.
When they went 11-5 with
the-
Matt Castle.
The 2 this decade?
11-5 with Matt Castle.
The 2 this decade, you don't give him credit for?
I give him credit for it, but it also comes from other teams' blunders. Like if the Falcons weren't playing stupid.
That's sports.
That's not sports.
That
Like,
is
I mean,
sports.
no,
100%.
that is not necessarily just sports. Like that's not Tom Brady's
So
greatness.
then are we then talking about the throw with the
You know how
Seahawks?
much you mentioned blunders. They were
Exactly.
They were in
If
such
it-
a hole that you had to literally make every correct play.
Every play.
Every
And
play. They were in
every
such a
throw
hole that
was
you literally
great.
couldn't miss a play.
That's not true. You actually didn't have any pressure on you because you were down 20-3. So realistically,
To
no.
win.
Edelman did
For you to-
save that drive, by the way, when he caught it with his fingertips.
That's my point.
But that's
But
that
that was a play.
Listen,
come
Which
back
is what he's
and win,
saying.
given
But
the
I
deficit.
all
still
you have to
think
do is score. If the other team stops scoring, it wasn't like the Patriots defense did something miraculous.
you gotta make the pass to
the
score
Falcons-
though.
What was the score at half?
28-3. Yeah, he did his part. The Falcons didn't do their part. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's
And
not.
that's my
He
point.
did his
No.
You just act that just
No,
because
it's not. It's not like basketball. For example, like say LeBron's down by 15 and a half, and LeBron takes over and shuts down the other team. Also,
But you
Tom
gotta
Brady does
read-
not
you gotta
doing
be able
that.
to read the
All he's
defense.
doing is doing
Yes,
one
he
half
is.
of the game.
He's
He's doing one half of the game. The other half of the game is not him.
Terrell, he's reading the defense. He's scoring
defensive
quickly.
touchdowns or any defensive points put up in the second half?
Doesn't matter whether they put any points
I'm
up.
asking, did they contribute? They got the stops, correct?
That is contributing. That's more than enough contributing because if you don't
No,
contribute,
the points is
Well,
because
they
you
got-
still
they
got
got
you
to
still
man
gotta
the
score
ball
on these
more.
drives.
They
which is
got to
what?
man the
Which
ball.
is half. Which is half.
And they
Which is
got
half
him the
because-
ball.
because if they don't stop Atlanta, then him scoring means nothing. It's half. It's
We're
still
not saying he's
half.
the best athlete ever. We're saying he's the best
No, no,
quarterback.
But what I'm saying is that he still gets way too much credit for all these goddamn rings.
How
Like,
many people
I'm
you see
sorry.
that
If
are
you
in the
got
league doing the same
25
thing?
points at half when most
And you
people
come back-
and you come back and win.
Right.
You come back. The team come back. It's not him coming back. It's the
But
team.
I'm the quarterback of
I'm
the
the
team.
quarterback.
Yeah, all you do is score. But if your
Now you-
defense doesn't
You're
stop,
marginalizing.
no, I'm not. If your defense,
All you do is score.
The defense got stopped.
bro, if the defense
it's
does not get stops, him
we're not
scoring
gonna
means
say how
nothing.
it's easy to score in the NFL, though.
But I'm saying it's an if-then. It's an if-then. If the defense does not get stops,
Sure.
then what he's doing does not matter. So his portion of it is reliant on the defense doing what they have to do.
Sure.
But when we talk about this, all we say is Tom Brady came back 20.
But look how
current
quickly he
quarterbacks
scored,
do you
though.
put in that position, and you think they do come back and win with the same team?
Not
around?
many, if any.
With the same team?
Yeah. How many current quarterbacks? Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. I don't know. I'm not saying that he's not great. What I'm saying is that he's getting too much credit for all of these rings.
I have to disagree.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, we just disagree.
We have to disagree because
that man reads a defense like no
I'm
other.
not saying he's not great. That's what people. I'm saying that like when people talk about like them coming back from 28-3, people say Tom Brady's great. He came back from a 28-3 deficit.
Sure.
He did not come back from a 23 deficit. The team came back from a 23 deficit. If the defense didn't do what they had to do, then him scoring wouldn't mean nothing. If Edelman wasn't out there catching, then it wouldn't mean nothing. If anyone out there wasn't catching, it wouldn't mean nothing.
Do you know why
he's not doing anything in basketball? That's a real soul sport.
But do you know why?
LeBron did what he had to do for them to win.
I give him that much credit. It's just because it's the consistency. He's done it over and over and over, time and time again. You know what to expect from him.
What is consistency?
There is no like, oh, Nick Foles with magic or Fitz magic. There is no like, oh my God, he's playing great. He's consistently great at what he does.
But wouldn't that play also into the Patriots culture then?
Sure.
Because then that means Bill Belichick
It's the whole system. It's the whole system.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the whole system.
Because when Tom Brady was out for that year,
it works. The whole system.
They went 11-5 without him. How many other teams can lose their star quarterback and just plug someone else in and go 11-5? No one. Aaron Rodgers left the Packers last year when he got hurt. They went 3-12, I think, or even worse than that. Drew Brees falls today. They ain't in the playoffs. They ain't 11-5. It's a plug and play.
He's also in a great system though.
But I'm not saying he's not great. I'm saying he gets way. People will literally say.
But then it goes back to
if the Patriots win, they say Tom Brady won. If they lose, then someone else didn't do what they were supposed to do. Not Tom Brady didn't do what he's supposed to do.
It goes back to the question: if you put another quarterback in the league in that position, who pulls out the same way?
If the team stops them, I just named 2 other quarterbacks that I think would be able to do it.
I think I agree with Aaron Rodgers.
That's the only one I would agree with.
I don't agree with Drew Brees.
Like,
I don't.
You don't agree with Drew Brees?
Not in that situation.
You literally got to have,
25.
and you can't make any mistakes. And just like when they got the coin flip, maybe we are hyping up Tom. I don't think I am. When they got the coin flip, when they won, I was like, okay, they won the game. Tom is the only one that would like put that in my head.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they got the game now. Like you could still say a quarterback could come back and tied it up. I still wouldn't automatically like think they would win. But that's just me then.
Again, I'm not saying he's not great. Again, I'm saying that he gets way too much credit for all of the rings. He didn't go out there and pick off Russell Wilson when they threw it on the 1 yard line.
Sure did.
He didn't do that shit. That's a ring for him. He didn't do that when they won in 2001 in Oakland with the tuck rule. He didn't do that. Well, he did do that shit, but they shouldn't have won off of it. That's 2 taken away. Like he gets too much credit for him having 5. Yes, you have 5. It's equivalent to like if KD stayed on the Warriors. Well, that's not equivalent. But if KD stayed on the Warriors and had 5 rings or whatever like that, or 6, 7, 8, like Robert Horry, because he has 6 rings, we're saying he's the greatest player of all time.
No, that's not the same. Because he's not the primary
player.
The reason why they're winning.
Exactly.
He's not putting the points up like that.
Let me see who would be a good comparison. Steph Curry, if he wins 6 with this Warriors roster, we're saying he's the greatest basketball player of all time, or 7.
Might be the greatest point guard.
Yeah.
No, we're not saying. We're saying he's the greatest. People are saying he's the greatest football player of all time.
Mm-hmm.
That just because you have like football is not. It's hard.
I call him the greatest quarterback.
Football is so hard.
I don't say the greatest football player. I say the greatest
I think football is so hard to like to dissect like that because there's too many things have to go right for you to win a game. Like it's the ultimate team sport.
Yeah.
So I don't see like where people are like, oh, Tom Brady came back from 28-3. No, the Patriots did. Because if they don't get stops, him doing whatever he does on his side doesn't mean nothing. He don't play cornerback.
But
he don't play defensive line. He does nothing.
Though. Everything starts with the QB.
How? Did you think the defense is going on the field because they're going on the field because they have to do their job?
The way you play, if your pass game is great, your run game opens up. Your run game is great.
That's
it opens
all
up the
offense.
passing
That's
game.
not defense.
Right. But I'm saying if he's able to read a defense, get those slot passes,
that makes him great. Yes.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is that people give him too much credit.
But would he not be the glue then?
But that's just the position, the quarterback.
Would he not be the glue?
Okay, but
it's the most famous position in football.
But if we're acknowledging that bias, then why can't I speak against it? We're acknowledging that bias that the quarterback is like gets the most credit and all this shit. Then
they shouldn't.
Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes, because sometimes think about how many quarterbacks have been made because they have great receivers around them.
How many quarterbacks win Super Bowls like that?
Yeah.
If you have a great receiver,
How many won multiple like that?
With different teams.
I don't know, but that also comes into play. Patriots culture. People talk about that all the time. Patriots culture. Bill Belichick, the way he sets up the team and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That plays a role into it too. He's in the perfect system to maximize his skills. I don't think if Tom Brady went anywhere else, he would have what he has. Because I look at him athletically and as a quarterback, yes, he's intelligent and yes, he can make throws, but I don't see just natural, pure, like raw talent. Like I look at Aaron Rodgers or like a Patrick Mahomes. You see that
That's
Z,
valid.
that zip. I'm like, shit.
That's valid.
No matter where you go, you could be you be a
right
superstar
right
quarterback.
And
Tom Brady, I look at him, I'm like, yo, you're great. Yes, you are great.
Right.
But
the fact that you just said was exactly the reason why he was drafted the way he was drafted. Then.
Yeah, but I'm saying he also gets too much credit for all these Super Bowls.
All right.
Too much. Tom Brady did that. I'm like, yo, I see it, but there's other.
So then we say the same thing about Eli then.
Oh, but niggas ain't out here calling Eli no GOAT. I say that shit. I say that shit in passing, like, oh, elite man and like joking. But in the back of my head, I know I just fooled myself. Like, no one looks at Eli and says, oh, Eli's the reason that we won those 2 championships. Those 2 Super Bowl rings. The defense was. He played okay. He had that massive pass to David Tyree, but outside of that, no one else gets credit on that team.
Okay, if we're talking this, where do you think Foles ends up next year?
Wherever he wants. Wherever he wants.
Where do you think he fits?
There's a couple teams that can use him. Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't
Really
mind.
good
The
one.
Giants could possibly use
The
him.
Giants could
that's a fact.
I was actually going to say the Giants. I hope the Giants
Jacksonville
somehow
could use
end up
him.
with
The
him.
Giants. Who else has
they
a
talking about
quarterback
bringing Eli
conundrum
back.
right
They
now?
hate
Why would they
us.
do that to themselves?
'Cause they
The only
hate
reason
New
why I
York.
can see Eli coming back is if they draft a rookie quarterback and
I
Eli
don't
kind
want
of
to
grooms
to
him.
anybody. I
Who's
just
the
need him to go
quarterback in
away.
Miami?
Oh, Blake? No, not
No.
Blake Bortles.
Ryan Tannehill.
Tannehill.
They could use him.
Yeah.
Couple of spots.
The
2 of them
Buccaneers,
sound nice
the
in Florida.
Buccaneers could use him.
Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
can.
Florida heavy out there.
Yo, the Bucks,
Think
the
about
Bucks
to go to
will
the
go crazy
retirement
with him.
state. No state income taxes. He'll end up somewhere in Florida. Warm. Might
Stuck
end
in
up
a
divorced,
hurricane
but-
somewhere.
On that note,
Word.
let's wrap up. It's fucking late.
Word. So, final picks?
I
Rams,
got the
Chiefs.
Pats winning. I got the Rams winning. And the Rams winning Super Bowl. As much as I love the
Ooh.
Pats.
I got Chiefs and the Rams.
Yeah, I got
And then
Chiefs all the way.
And then you got the Chiefs going all the way?
Yeah.
I got Chiefs, Rams, and then I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl.
All right. We'll see.
All right,
I'll
guys.
follow up on that wager.
Shit.
I'll look forward to your text at 10
Oh, yeah, I'm
p.m.
definitely
on
about to text
Saturday.
you some shit. As always, guys, thank you for checking out the pod. Make sure you rate, share, subscribe. Check out the YouTube clips, IGT. What's good, nigga?
You making that time up?
Oh, what time it is?
Yeah,
Late
go
as
ahead.
fuck, right?
It's not 10 yet.
No, it is. It's 9:58.
Do it for y'all.
Do it for the listeners,
2
right?
minutes to 10. Yo, that session we had before this though.
That was real.
That was a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, we'll have a real convo on the pod that one day. The epilogue.
That's gonna be out.
Yup.
That was real,
As
real.
always, guys, thank you for supporting the podcast. Check out we got full-length clips of the episodes on IG, YouTube, all that good shit. Rate, share, subscribe. Hasan, tell people where they can find you at.
Simple. Hasan Mason on IG.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Hasan
Tag
Mason.
you up, man.
Hit him up. Good boy. That sounds crazy.
I was gonna let you live.
This nigga sleep deprived.
He's a good boy. Nigga done went back to the 1800s.
He's a good boy.
Nigga done on my house, nigga now.
Out here trying to be child of God.
I'm better than y'all. He's a good boy. Give him some.
Change my ways.
Yo. Oh my God. Nah, for real, he's a good man. Until next time, it's cooling out.
Stay cool.
He hit me with the Django.
You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out.